The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us for this special webinar. And thank you for taking part in the launch of this new booking tool that we are doing. My name is Janet Martin, and I'm here with Samantha Gillingham.
Hi, everybody.
And we will be hosting this webinar today. So just a little bit of housekeeping. I see that there is a chat section and a questions section. If I could ask, if you do have any questions, if you could type them into the questions box. First, what we're going to do is we're going to go through a PowerPoint really quickly, showing some screenshots from the new program and how to use each section. And then Sam is actually going to walk us through a live demo on the Club Med Agent site so you can see the flow of how it works. And we'll be taking questions. I'll be monitoring the questions box while she's doing that demo. So if you do have questions throughout the PowerPoint portion, feel free to type them into the questions box and we will get to them during the live demo. So a little bit about this new program. In the past, if you're familiar with the brand and our travel agent site of clubmedagents.ca, we never had a booking capability inside of that site. You were able to call in to make a booking, or you could use what we have, what's called Easy Club Med, which is our online travel agent booking portal. Easy Club Med is actually on its way out because we're launching this new product. So the other way you can book us is through CREV, Sabre Vacations, or Galileo Vacations. What's in those programs is Mexico, Canada, US, the Caribbean, and our ski product in the Alps. It doesn't currently have connecting rooms either. So what's great about this new booking system is you're actually going to have access to all of our product. So all of our worldwide product and all the room categories are loaded into here. So you'll have access to everything. Another great thing about it is it's available to you after hours. So the call center has specific times attached to it, and this is 24 hours for you. This is going to simplify our booking flow and give you guys access to your bookings so you'll have more control over your bookings. You can do more of it yourself. It's really going to be a one-stop shop for land only or package with Club Med. So with that, let's get started. So logging in. So there's a couple things to note here. So what is a partner account? A partner account is your username and password for the clubmedagents.ca website. Each agent will need their own login for that site. If you don't have one already, it's super easy to create one, and I will show a slide in a little bit that'll show you how to do that. But each person does need their own login, and you'll need that before Monday, because Monday is when we're launching this to you guys. The CMU is basically your username and password to get into the reservations portion. So once you're inside the agent site with your partner account, which is your own specific account, and you click on reservations, it's going to ask you for your CMU. The CMU is a username and password that is unique to each agency. So each agency gets one. We'll give it to the manager of each agency, so you don't need to worry about it. You don't create it, we do. And we'll send it over to your manager, so you'll all have access. And each agency gets one login, but you can all use it at the same time. And as we walk through here, you'll see where the partner account and the CMUs get logged in. So this is what you'll see when you get to clubmedagents.ca. This is where you need your partner account login. This is the one that you create yourself. And it's super easy to create, but this is going to ask you for your email and password. So you use your personal work email, and make sure you're using the same email address that you would give to our reservations team to link to a booking. So my email address is janet.martin@clubmed.com. So I would use that for this account. And then when I'm making a booking, that's the email address that gets attached to my booking as well. This is what you'll see when you get into the agent site and you click on the reservations tab. It's going to ask you for the CMU. This is the one that we give to your manager for all of you to use. So just make sure that you're not trying, when you click on reservation and it asks you for a username and password again, you're not going to use your same username and password that you use to get into the site. You're going to use the special CMU password that we give to you. And this is what you'll see if you don't have an account on the Club Med agent site. If you don't currently have one and you need to set one up, this is what you'll see. I apologize that this screenshot is in French, but basically it's going to ask you for your first name, your last name, the email address you want to use, and the password you want to use. If you already know the CMU, then you can put it in here. If not, don't worry about it. You can put it in once you get into the reservations tab.
Okay, guys, let's jump right into how to use the booking engine. And once again, we will be showing you some screenshots in this presentation, but then we will be doing a full trial run through on a package booking and a land-only booking, so you can see the system in real time. So when you are on the agent site, this is after you have logged in, what you're going to need to do is click on the reservations tab that you see on the right-hand side. That reservations tab is going to open up a pop-up window, and it's going to have two links there, one to visit Easy Club Med and one to visit the new booking engine. What we want you to do is click on Visit the New Booking Engine. Your agencies will already be set up, so there's going to be no issues with getting into the booking engine through the new booking engine link. Once you click on that page, you're going to be redirected to an advanced search page. So on this search page, you'll be able to apply some filters. So where you want to go, the country and region, what activities are going to be offered at any given resorts, what type of stay your client is looking for. So that can be a resort, one of our villas or chalets, or the Club Med 2. What sort of comfort level they're looking for. And this includes our exclusive collection, 4 Trident and 3 Trident. And then you can also filter if you want to do land only or a package from this page. Now, once you have inputted your filters, you can go ahead and click compare, and then you can compare up to 3 resorts. You can look at the pricing, room categories, the dates. You can do comparisons in a few different ways. So once again, click on compare, choose your resorts, and then we're going to hit compare again. Once you hit compare one more time, you're going to be directed to the next screen. So this screen here is going to show you up to the 3 resorts that you have chosen. All of your search criteria will be in here, so your dates, the locations you chose with or without transportation, and how many adults and kids you want on your file. Under each resort as well, you're going to have a recap of the different room categories that are available, rooms, transfers, and there will also be an airfare prompt here where you can book this as a package. And then you also have the choice here to make your reservation. So once you're ready to go, you're going to hit select, and then it'll bring you to the next page. Now, sometimes you may know what resort you're looking for, and you're going to follow the same steps. So you're going to hit that compare button. You're going to look for the resort that you want, and you may have already filtered this down in your initial filters that we showed you a couple slides back. You're going to choose that resort by hitting the plus sign and then hit the compare button again to move on to your next page. Your next page will then be exactly the same as before, but it will only have the one property that you're looking to go to. Now, do keep in mind when you see the pricing on here, you are seeing US dollars. This is because it is a test system that we're showing you screenshots from. Once you guys log in on Monday, that's when your live system will go ahead. You will see everything in Canadian dollars. Now, once you have chosen your room category, you will be then moved over to the next part of the booking flow. So if you see in the top corner of the screen here, there's 5 different tabs, and each one of those will be part of the booking flow. The first one is our accommodations page, and on this one you can see the room that you've chosen. You can also go ahead and upgrade those rooms, or you can add another room. Another option here is that you can see all the details of that room, and you can also see the detailed pricing of your stay. Keep in mind that detailed pricing of the stay, it will be a total amount for the total amount of passengers. It is not a per passenger rate, it is the total rate for the file. Another option that you can do on this page, you can also go ahead and choose different room categories there will be a function on here that says choose more or see all rooms, pardon me. And you can click on that and be able to see all the different room categories that are offered for that date range, for how many people you have, and so forth. Of course, your pricing is still listed at the bottom. You can keep checking that as you go through. It's going to update as you make any sort of modifications to your booking. Once you have selected which room you want, you can hit continue and go to the next step of your booking flow. Now, this page here, the rooms management page, this will show up if you hit see more rooms. On this page here, you'll be able to dispatch adults and children into a separate room. You can go ahead and add another room, and that'll recalculate your pricing. You can also go ahead and see all proposals. That will show you all the room categories available, and then you can select which one you would like on your file. The next page of your booking flow will be the transportation page. Now this here is for a package offer. So you'll notice at the very top that your transfers will be included for all participants. You will not have to add on any transfers. If this was a land-only booking, the transportation page here would be for your ground transfers, where you will have a possibility to add on transfers. How this page works with the flights, it is going to default what the best flight option is, depending on what your search criteria was. Now, you also do have the option to change your flight options. You can hit see more options and you'll be able to browse more flights. If you like the flight option on here, hit continue and it'll go to the next page of the flow. Should you have hit the option to see more flights, this page here will open up and you can go and apply filters. Now these filters will have everything from which company you want to choose. So this will list Air Canada, WestJet, Air Transat, whatever's available for those dates. If you want a direct or connecting flight, if you have a preferred connection city, and also a preferred departure time. Usually these are morning to mid-morning, early afternoon that will give you options for. Once you're ready, you can go ahead and select your flights, and then these will automatically populate in your pricing screen and in your full booking flow. On our next page is our optional extras. So on this page, you will be able to discover any activities that are offered within that village or the country that you're traveling to. You can go ahead and browse these activities and you can add them onto your booking. So if there was a golf package or scuba diving or an excursion that your clients want to do and it is available to book, you can go ahead and add it on this page. Once you have added it, or if you choose that you do not want to add any extras, simply hit continue. Your next page is going to have a pop-up with who is traveling. This is going to be where you need to input your customer information. There's two separate tabs here. The first one will be for an existing customer, and that's an existing Club Med customer. So we do ask that when you have anyone who's inquiring to travel to Club Med, please make sure that you ask them if they have previously traveled to our properties, and if so, when was the last time? Usually it is a 3-year window where their GM number will still be valid, and you can go ahead and add them through the existing customer button. If you have a new customer to Club Med, you can go ahead and add them in the new customer tab. For this example here, we have selected an existing customer. So there's two ways that you could go and pull up the GM number. The first way is through a quick search, and that's if you know their GM number and their last name, input those and hit search. Or you can do an advanced search here, where you need their first and last name as it appears on their Great Member number. If there is a middle name, please also include that. And then you need to include their birthday, postal code, email address, and phone number, and that way you'll be able to generate their GM number. Right now in the system, we are able to put one GM number per booking. So as you can see here, we have pulled up GM number 18206-087. This has pulled up the main contact under that number. Under this GM number, there is also her family that will be associated with it. In this example, there are two customers traveling. You can go ahead and choose the 2 that will be going on this vacation. If you have someone traveling with a GM number and then the second person is a new client, you can also add in their information on that same page. Once you have filled in that information, you can hit continue and it brings you to the next step, which is your summary page. This here is the final step of your booking. It has a summary of what you're looking to put on option. Right now in CMTA, you are able to quote and hold options. On this page here, you'll see which hotel you have chosen, from what dates, how many adults, and from what gateway they're traveling from. Your price summary will be listed below, and there's a discount box here that you see. That discount box will include any sort of early booking rates, flash sales, or any promotions we have going on at that time, and they will already be automatically inputted into your client's booking. Your membership fees will also be on file. If this is a Club Med guest who's traveled more than once a year, this here should disappear. Your rooms included transportation and transfers, and you have your total price. There is another box just below where you can see details, and once you hit that box, you'll be able to see your full commission on the booking. On the summary page, if you keep scrolling down, there's also a button for I have a promo code. Don't worry about this too much. This is something that we have built in here if there is a time when there are promo codes valid. For us, we have built them all into our discount codes that will be automatically generated. You will also be able to add on additional insurance on this page. So if your clients are looking for the total peace of mind insurance, they can go ahead and add that on the summary page. And just right at the bottom here, there is an Add Insurance tab. You will have to go ahead and confirm that you have read all terms and conditions of the sale. So this includes anything from cancellation terms to deposit amounts and final payment terms and conditions. Please make sure you read through them and then click that you have read and understood them. Your last step is to hit continue, and this will confirm your option. Your last page that will populate is that your option has been saved. We do ask that once you are ready to confirm your option that you call into the call center to make payment. In order to make payment, please make sure that you have your client's full billing information that's associated with their credit card, and they'll be able to make that payment for you. Any sort of modifications to the booking as well will need to be done through the call center. And then here you can also see the pricing and commission that is applicable on the file. Your email will also have an invoice sent. That invoice will include an agent copy and a customer copy. I will show you an example when we do the demo, but on that invoice you will see what your deposit details are, as well as your option expiry date, your booking number, all booking details, and then how much the total reservation is. Now, there are some restrictions right now with the system, but we want to make sure that you know exactly what you're able to do in this current version of the platform. Right now, we do have a maximum of 6 passengers available per option. If you have a larger family traveling, you can make multiple options. Only 1 membership number per option. We're not waitlisting anything through the system, so if there was for example, family room or one of the Zen Oasis room that somebody really wanted for a specific time of the year, that would still have to be done through the call center. Last minute bookings within 7 days of departure will also need to be done directly with the call center. No tours are available, and Club Med 2 is also in development. Business class air will also be coming soon. So right now, we're only booking economy class airfare within CMTA, but we will have business class options soon. What we're really excited about here is because you guys are part of this exclusive launch, we have implemented an incentive just for you. So for any reservations that are put on as an option on the platform and confirmed with the call center between April 26th, so that's this coming Monday, until Friday, June 11th, and for all destinations and all departures, you have a chance to be entered to win one of these prizes. So our grand prize will be a place on our first fam trip to Quebec Charlevoix in 2022, plus a gift card of $200. We will also have 4 gift cards valued at $200, 4 gift cards valued at $100, and this draw is going to take place on June 18th. Any bookings that are also done during this time between April 26th and June 11th, you are also going to get an additional 2% commission for any CMTA made bookings. And the only stipulation here is that a minimum of 50% of the agency's reservations have to be made through the platform. So it's not a per agent 50%, it's per agency. So please try and make all of your bookings through here so you get that additional 2% commission. Okay, we're going to switch on over to the demo. Just before we do that, Janet, can you see if there's any questions that have come up in the meantime?
Yep. There was one about, can we book in USD and Canadian? And I already answered it. I don't know if everyone got a chance to see it though. So the answer to that is no. As Canadian agents, you can book in Canadian dollars. The reason that you're seeing USD on this is because the screenshots that we took for this presentation were from our test login, which is on the US side. But when you guys log in on Monday, it'll all be in Canadian pricing. So you can only sell in Canadian pricing.
Okay, perfect. All right, so the page that you're seeing on my screen now, this is the new agent portal. On the portal here, very simply, you're going to sign in using your partner number, your email address, and password. This is on the individual basis. And then once you're in the agent site, you're going to click on reservations. And here's the pop-up that comes up. So please make sure that you are clicking on Visit the New Booking Engine. Once you hit that, you will be redirected to the advanced search screen. So this is what we had showed you before. And I'm going to take you through it in a little bit more detail with a live example. So this example here, let's say you have clients that are looking to travel in the month of November. They want to go for a week, November 6th to 13th. We have a couple traveling, and they're traveling from Toronto. So we'll hit validate. And as you can see, my resort criteria is changing as I'm going through here. From there, you can apply additional filters. The first one, you can choose where they want to go. So do they want to go to a specific region, or maybe they have a specific country that they want to travel to? In the brackets, what you see next to the region or next to the country, that's how many resorts we have available based on your above search criteria. The other option is that you can narrow down the property by activities. So land sports, any sort of leisure activities, water sports. So if someone's very specific and they say, well, I want a resort where they offer water skiing and wakeboarding, kite surfing, and golf, you can go ahead and narrow it down that way. You can also narrow it down by type of stay. So cruise on our Club Med 2 ship, villas, or the full resort. And for this example, we're going to look at the comfort tab. So on the comfort filter, you can do by 4 tridents, exclusive collection, or villas and chalets. So I want to look at exclusive collection. So there's 9 resorts that are going to match my search criteria. At this point, you're going to want to hit compare. You can select up to 3 resorts to compare. We're going to look at resorts in the Dominican Republic. So let's compare Punta Cana and Miches Playa Esmeralda. So I've just clicked on the plus sign and they've added into my search criteria. I'm going to hit compare once again. This is now going to pull up my compare screen where I can see exactly the resorts I've chosen, where they are, the dates, the departure airport, and how many people I have traveling. You can also add in a third property here. You can copy the same resort criteria, or you can start with brand new criteria if you want to compare a third resort. Now, if we scroll down, a couple different features here. The first one, you can scroll through to see shots of the property. Then you can see their Trident rating and if there's an exclusive collection, where they are, and then your room. From this portion here, you can choose which room you want to compare. And you also have the capability to see more room options. Transportation will also be a part of your search page here, so you can go ahead and add flights on this page that your clients want to book. So I'm going to go ahead on this one here, and I'm going to use Punta Cana as an example. I want to change the room to the Zen Oasis section because these clients want an adults only room. So what I'm going to do is I want to see other rooms. So you're going to click on see all rooms. Your room management page is going to come up. So here I could add another room if I wanted to, but in this case, I just want to see the other room options. So I'm going to hit see all proposals. On the left side here, you're going to see the current room I have on the file. And then on the right side, you can scroll through the remainder of the rooms that are available for those dates. So I'm going to look for the Zen Oasis room. So see other room proposals. I'm going to go one more. And here we go. So I'm going to choose a deluxe room terrace in the Zen Oasis area. I'm going to hit my rate. Now do keep in mind, because this is a test system, you're not going to see a non-refundable rate for Canada. You're just going to see our best rate. So you're going to hit that and hit select. Now this will take you back to the compare screen, and you'll see that my room has changed, my pricing has changed, and I can compare them to the second resort that we had in our compare screen. Now, let's say that your client says, I don't want to travel on Air Canada. Can you tell me what other flight options are available? Absolutely. Scroll down and you can hit see more options. Now, once this page loads, this is going to be the modify your transport page. On here, your initial search criteria will be there. Economy class will be listed. This, again, will update once we have business class, so you'll be able to choose between the two. Your outbound and return flights are listed. And you can go ahead and start to filter out which airlines you want, if you want direct flights or connections, if there's a preferred connection city, or the desired departure time. So for this example here, I'm going to want to choose Air Transat. I don't want to choose any sort of stops. Air Transat, let's see if they have the direct one. You could choose direct here as well. You could also choose connection cities, or again, those morning or midday flights. So I've chosen Air Transat. This here on the left-hand side is the current flight I have. And on the right, it's going to have the proposed option depending on what I've filtered. So I'm going to choose the outbound at 7:40 in the morning, and then the return flight at 2:10 in the afternoon. So we'll confirm that. And this will take you back to the compare screen. And now you can see that I've changed my room, I've changed my flight, and we can compare these side by side. So I want to go ahead now and confirm this option. So you're going to hit this part here, select standard rate. And now this is going to prompt you into that booking flow. So we've already done steps 1 and 2 in the compare screen, so your accommodation and your transport. What this has now done is prompted us to go to step 3 of the booking flow, where we can add extras. I'm just going to take you guys back and show you the booking flow from step 1 so you can see exactly how it looks. So if you go click on the first tab, accommodation, you can see the deluxe room that we've chosen in the Zen Oasis area. You can see the inclusions in the room, what equipment will be there, what we have in the rooms, the services. You can also, on this page, swap out the room again if you wanted to do that. Keep in mind, through the entire booking flow, you'll be able to see your pricing details. So this is what we had showed you earlier, where you have all of your booking details, your pricing, discounts, membership fees, and inclusions. If you hit show more, you can see your commissions. So we're going to leave this room as is and hit continue. And now it's prompted me to the second part of the booking flow. So this is your transportation page. So again, your transfers are included because it is a package. And you can see here that I have those Air Transat flights that we chose on the first screen. Of course, you can go ahead and change the flight options again should these ones not work for what your client is looking for. So we're going to continue and keep going. Now on the activities screen, you can go ahead and you can add on any excursions that are available for that village or that country that you're going to. Now, if you decide to add on any excursions, it will add on to your stay details and your pricing will change. Another point to just mention here, if you're looking to quote your client and not put their booking on option, at the top right-hand corner, you can hit download. And this is going to download a PDF copy of the proposal. This is a client-friendly copy. You can go ahead and send this to them. This will list their total package price, where they're going, all the dates, where they're traveling from, the room category that they're looking for, the possible air that they could take. And if you scroll down to the next page, that will have all of their pricing details. And the pricing will be the total amount for the total amount of people on the file. So for this example, I'm not going to add on any optional excursions. We're going to hit continue, and we're going to input our customer information. So let's start with a new customer. This is the page here that will pop up. You can go ahead and fill out the information as per their passports. So I'm just going to put in some fake information here. Input their email address and their phone number, but you do not have to click off email or text message for them to receive anything. You can leave that blank. We'll input the second guest information. Birthday, we'll hit continue. And now we're on the last page of the booking flow. So this is your vacation summary page. You have all the details of your stay, plus all of your pricing details, the discounts that have been applied. So again, those are any early booking rates or any sort of flash sales or promos we have on at the time. If you hit show more, you can see your commission amount, what inclusions are going to be part of your package. If you have a promo code, you can add it here. And this is also the page where you can add on insurance. You will see that in your live version. To will be the insurance provider there, and it will allow you to add on the total peace of mind insurance package. Do not hit hold for free. Go ahead down here and hit continue. And this is going to now hold your reservation. So we're going to hit hold for free. And now your option has been saved. At this point, you should be receiving an email in your inbox. But just to give you an idea, on this page here, you have your reference number and all your trip details. You have your pricing and commission here. And once you're ready to confirm, we ask that you do call in to the call center. Now, in your email, one sec here, you're going to get 2 different PDFs sent to you, plus our terms and conditions. So this is going to be the agent copy that you will receive. It's going to have the status of your booking, that it's on option, the GM number generated, your booking number, the passenger names, membership fees, and their total reservation cost, where they're staying, their airfare information and transfers. And on the second page, you will have the details of the total cost of their package, what their deposit amount is or their payment due by the option expiry date. If you have a booking with airfare, it is going to be a same-day option. If you're doing a land-only booking, this date can change the number of days you can hold your package for, depending on the promos we have at the time and depending on their travel date. But usually it will be a couple days that you do have the option applicable for. Your commission will also be listed here, as well as any sort of terms and conditions of the booking. Now, the second attachment that you'll get is the client-friendly file. This is going to have all the same information: booking number, names, village, transportation information, their total price, and what is due by the expiry date. So if you do send these client-friendly versions to your Club Med clients, by all means, you can go ahead and send it from the email that's sent to you after the booking is confirmed. Okay, any questions about the package bookings, Janet, that you can see before we move on?
Let's see. I did have somebody that said, I get this error using the same selections you did, dates and destinations. This resort not available with your current selections. Please change your criteria and try again. But I wrote back and said that the logins are not currently active. I'm not sure how he got in the first place because they're not even supposed to be active, but I have a feeling that like all the capability is not turned on until
Yeah,
Monday.
everything will be turned on live on Monday. And we'll be sending you all the information about how to log in. If you do get any sort of errors, we have a process for that as well. We'll go through that with you all at the end of the presentation here, but what the next steps are going to be.
Can we add on activities after they have booked? And is there a way to email them what activities are available to them?
So all the activities will be on our website. You can absolutely grab them from there. The other option is, sorry, about the activities, what was the other question? Can you just tell me that one more time?
Can they see what the activities are and email them to the client to show them what's available to them? And
You
can
are
they add
able
on
to
activities after?
You are able to download the proposal here to include any sort of activities. You can add them on and include them in your price. If you're adding them on after the fact, then you do need to call our call center to add them on. So for any sort of modifications or anything you need to add onto your file, you do need to call in.
Okay, that's all the questions for now. I just want to add one more thing about the having to call into the call center. So part of the purpose of us having this booking engine inside of the travel agent site now is to alleviate some of the hold times with the call center. So the more people that we have using this, the less hold times there's going to be at the call center. And yes, for now in this version, you do need to call in to make that payment, but eventually we're going to have it so that you can make the payment right on here and you don't even need to call in. Just this version currently doesn't have that capability, but it will soon. So I just wanted you guys to know that you will eventually be able to make payments on here very soon, actually. I think in maybe June or July, we're hoping. So yeah, just wanted you to know that eventually you will be able to do that. Just for now, you do need to call in to make that payment. But because we do have a few agencies using this now, that will help to alleviate the hold time. So you'll just be calling in to make that payment for now. I see there's another question. Are activities commissionable?
Yes, the activities are commissionable to you.
And that's all the questions for now.
Okay, I'm going to show one more example. I'm not going to place this one on hold, but I want to show you how you can compare rates at one hotel. And we're going to do a land-only option. So the criteria in this case, let's say you have a client, they want to go on a long weekend ski getaway. So we're going to look at January 6th to 9th. We'll have 2 people traveling again. We're not going to do any sort of departures, so this will be land only. They're not really sure where they want to go, so I'm not going to click off any of the countries or regions, but they do know that they want to have skiing included. They're also looking to stay at one of our resorts, and they want a property where there's a possibility of upgrading to the exclusive collection. So we have 4 resorts that match this criteria. And these guys have decided, you know what? I want to stay in Canada. Let's go ahead and quote Quebec Charlevoix. So we're going to do the same procedure here. We're going to hit compare. You have your 3 resorts that come up, but we're just going to select the one. So click the plus sign above the resort you want to choose. So in this case, Quebec Charlevoix. That's going to populate now under the first resort. And we're going to hit compare again. This is going to open up that second compare screen. And once again, you have your resort, you have your dates. Without transportation is listed since we don't want airfare, and we have 2 adults going. Now, if you scroll down, you can see the room categories that are available. You can also see that transfers can be added here. So your clients have asked you, okay, well, I want to see what the difference in pricing is going to be between all the rooms. You can absolutely do that. Copy over the criteria and you can see these side by side. So what I've done is I've copied the criteria from Resort 1, so everything's remained the same. I've hit Get Price, and the only thing that I'm going to now change is the room option. So you'll notice at the bottom, we have our total for 2 people, depending on which room category they're wanting to stay in. So these clients have said to you, I've actually chosen to book my flights on points, but I will need a transfer. Okay, no problem. We can add a transfer. So let's add transfers from Quebec City. We'll hit add. And you're probably noticing that the pricing is changing below. What I really like about this is that your pricing will always stay with you no matter which part of this compare screen that you're on. So these clients have said, okay, you know what? I want to book the deluxe room Riverview. Let's go ahead and do that. So you're going to hit select standard rate. Now, because we've already chosen our accommodation and we've already added our transfers, we've completed steps 1 and 2 of the booking flow. We're now on to step 3, which is the activities page. Now, since this is a ski package, your lift tickets are included as well as your group lessons. You can go ahead and add on any sort of rental equipment here, or along with that, I should say, sorry, you could also go ahead and add on any sort of excursions that you may want to do. So one that we find that's popular is the sled. There we go, the sled activity, and you can hit that and add it onto your file. At this point, if you just want to send a quote, you can do it the same way where you can hit download and that will download your proposal. And if you hit see more details, you can see the full details of your stay. So your resort, your dates, how many people, and that it's land only, as well as your pricing, any sort of discounts that are included in this, membership fees, transfers, your rooms included, and your ski pass and lessons are included. Then you have your total price for 2 people. So this is very similar to how you would book a package. The only thing that changes here is that your transportation screen here is just going to be for transfers, not for airfare. But everything else will work the exact same way. The accommodation page, you're able to see what room you've chosen. You can go ahead and add a room here, or you can go ahead and swap out the deluxe room to a suite or put them into a superior room. You can see all the inclusions of the room, what view you're going to get, and then anything additional that they may want to know about. So it's quite simple to make a land-only booking. It's quite quick once you get the hang of it, but we just wanted to show you the differences between booking a package and a land-only booking with us. Any questions on that before we just show the new agent site?
Yes, it says, once a booking is made, can we manage room types or buy upgrades, land or air? So think, I think what he means is once it's actually been paid for, can they make changes within here? So once a deposit is on or it's been paid in full, can they go in here and have access to the booking to make changes?
Not at this time. Any sort of modifications do need to be called in, but that is something that we are developing.
If it's still in the option form though, like if they put this on option and then tomorrow they come back into it, can they make changes?
No, so the option will need to be called in to the call center and they'll make all modifications.
Okay. That's all the questions that I see for now.
Okay, perfect. Now, just to give you an idea, Janet's going to talk to you a little bit about the new agent site. and how this is going to work. So I'll go through the tabs, Janet, but if you can let everyone know how the new agent site is set up.
Sure. So this is the agent site. If some of you are used to using it, you may have noticed that it had a few changes recently. So there's still the tabs across the top that show the different points of access that you have within the site. So we've got our special offers. So that's any promotions that are currently on. When you click on that, it'll give you links to each of the different offers. You'll be able to download flyers and see all the terms and conditions on each of the offers. Resorts is where you can go to search a specific resort that you're looking for information on. If you want to see what activities are there, what types of rooms there are, there's pictures of all the different rooms and full descriptions and all the must-try activities at the resort as well. Marketing and sales tools, so we've got images, logos, flyers, videos. You can download the brochure, you can order paper copies of the brochure, fact sheets that you can download to send to your clients. There's product presentations you can download, lots of marketing materials available for you under that tab. Rewards and benefits, so that's where you go to find information on maybe doing a site inspection or using your free nights that you earn through the agent loyalty program or getting an agent rate, that sort of thing. Meetings and events, if you're looking for information on groups, you would click on there and you can actually, there's an online form you can do to fill out a quote for a group on there as well. And learning, if you want to do any webinars, we have a bunch of webinars uploaded in there. And then of course the reservations tab is what you'll be clicking on to get into our new reservation system that we just went over. My profile is the link that you would click on if you want to see your account, your points. This is our test login, so it doesn't show anything. We don't have any points. But when you click on yours, it'll show your points. It'll show all of your bookings coming up and everything as well.
Yeah, so every single booking that's going to show up here, you're going to see exactly your status and the loyalty points earned on each booking, how many points you've acquired and what's still pending. You can also see your benefits and how to redeem free nights. Now, one thing that we want to make very clear, if you haven't signed into the agent site in quite some time, please go in and sign in, go right to the My Profile tab and fill in the information about you and about the agency that you're at, and then hit save. You only need to do this once on the new site, and then you can go ahead and start using the reservations tab and all the other great information that we have in here. So we have recorded this session. We will be sending out the recorded version. We will also be sending out the next steps. So all the links that you need to be able to access the reservations portal, as well as your CMU and your passwords associated with that CMU, we will be sending them to your office managers and owners. So please make sure that you connect with them to be able to get those logins. And also make sure that you have a Club Med partner login. If you do not have one, it's very easy to go and register. Please go and do that after this session, and then you'll be ready to go on Monday once the reservation system goes live. Is there any other questions that have popped up?
Yes, I'm just answering one now. I'm just gonna, okay, so is parking included in Quebec if renting a car from Quebec? So there is parking available underground for $20 a night, which is right underground of the building. There is an above ground parking lot that's free if there's space, but it's set just beside the building, so it's a few minutes walk into the building. And then for the agent incentives, how far back will this go, or is it just starting now? I had started to answer that one, but I'll just finish answering it here. Our incentive program is called the Great Advisor Program, and you can find more information about it inside at the agent site for all the terms and conditions. But we've had it going now for, I think, it's been going on for years, but we just made a change to it about 3 years ago. It used to be that the points would accumulate under the agency profile. Now they accumulate under each agent. So that's why each person needs their own login to the agent site, because you see your own profile. So you need to make at least one booking checking in per year in order for your points to continue accumulating. Because of what's happened in 2020, we did extend all the points we extended all the points until the end of this year. So you don't need to worry about not having anything check in last year, because we know that people weren't really making bookings last year. If you never had an account on the agent site before, you don't need to submit your bookings. So let's say you did have someone that traveled last year. but you never had an account on the agent site, it's okay. Just create your account, make sure you use the same email address that you would have used when you made that booking. And then once you get into your account, click on My Profile and finish setting up your profile. It'll ask for your agency information so that it can link you to your agency. And then within a couple days, the back end of the system will actually grab any bookings that you had in the last year and add them into your points.
As for the booking incentive, though, that we have running right now
Oh,
for CMTA, that booking
that's
incentive
different.
starts on Monday, the 26th of April, and runs until Friday, June 11th. So you'll, once again, you'll be able to make an extra 2% commission if 50% of your agency's bookings are made via the CMTA portal. And you also have access to, or the eligibility to win one of 4 $200 gift cards or one of 4 $100 gift cards. And there's also a chance to get onto our Quebec Charlevoix FAM in 2022. If you do receive that grand prize, then you will also get a $200 gift card.
Sorry, I read that wrong and I thought they meant the agent incentive program. But
That's
if you,
okay.
yes, if you're talking about the agent incentive for this launch, it's what Sam just said. It starts on Monday.
Okay, so if there's no other questions that have come through, please know that Janet, myself, and also Victoria, who looks after our Ottawa area, we are all here to help you. You can reach out to any of us when it comes to any sort of questions that you have. Yeah, if you don't know who your BDM is, let us know. We can point you in the right direction, but we will be here for you for any sort of troubleshooting. The next steps, again, we will be sending them out to your office managers and connect with them, and they'll be able to get you all started for Monday's launch. But that's it for today. So thank you everybody for attending, and please watch for our emails coming through.
Thanks, everyone.
Take care.